I pledge allegiance to the ass of the United States of America, and to the republic for which he squats, one nation, under Steve, shredding legs, for the purpose of doing this all day. Avengers Endgame, let's be real, you've seen it by now, probably twice. But if you haven't, and you're thinking about, oh, should I watch? Yes, you should watch it. That's your official spoiler warning, boys and girls. It's gonna get a little bit heavy because the movie wanted it that way. This movie was not created to be a great film, that much is obvious, and so I will not review it as such. It's clear that they just wanted a bunch of fan service, so we're going to play an old-fashioned game that I like to call winning team, losing team. Hawkeye, winning team. He has had his best movie in the MCU thus far, even though I'm assuming it's going to be his last picture. But you know what? That doesn't matter. He's going out on a high note, and he has a bunch of emotional weight coming through rescuing his family and the losing of his best friend. He's overall more three-dimensional as a character, and he's never really shown brighter, especially with that incredible mohawk. Captain Marvel, also winning team. I may not personally agree with the way they used her in the making of this movie, but, you know, she did come out looking really strong, and there's no two ways about that. It set her up to be a leader going forward, and whether or not you like the way it was done, she did come out being over with the fans. I'm gonna go ahead and switch this one up. Losing team. Loki is the captain of the losing team. He, maybe he'll have an alternate timeline thing going for him, I guess, but let's just say that the sun is not shining on him again on this day. Also on the losing team, Sharon Carter and Lady Sif. Look, I guess you're just not that important. Winning team, the incredible Bruce Hulk Banner combo. He's got the best of both worlds going for him, and if he is signed on for more movies in the future, there's a lot of new dynamic that they can play with there. The entirety of the Guardians of the Galaxy outside of Nebula. Losing team. They, wow. You just kind of figured that they'd have more of an impact. To some degree, there's so many of them, and I mean, hell, they got one of the Chris's. Ant-Man. Winning team. He's looking real strong. He's looking the best that he's looked as far as the group movies are concerned. This is the first time that he's gathered even the tiniest hint of respect from the team, and it's one of the first times that he has truly, actually been useful. Scarlet Witch, losing team. I really thought before Captain Marvel was announced that the kind of one-on-one thing that she had going with Thanos was going to be Scarlet Witch's big Endgame deal, but instead she was kind of powerful looking for a second and ultimately was pointless, which I'm going to go ahead and relegate that to being a complete misappropriation of what she could have done. Losing team. Now for the people that you actually came to this video for. Falcon, winning team. He's got one of the biggest wins of all. He's got the shield now, man. Good on him. It's going to be a good look. But by that same token, Bucky, losing team. Not only does he not get the shield, but he loses his best friend. So he gets to be, I guess, alone for the remainder of his life, unless he wants to hang out with old Steve, which I suppose is possible, but come on, it's a little bit disrespectful. This one's tough because it was kind of a win and a loss. Thor, not really on a team. He had some winning team moments. He's still worthy of Mjolnir. He was able to dual wield. He had the awesome hairdo. He was really useful in the fight. He got to talk to his mom, a bunch of great things. But he was also the butt of most of the jokes in the movie, and he didn't really ever get to pull out of his depression fully. I'm going to say, if he is in another movie, potentially with the Guardians, then he will be winning team, assuming that they, slim him back down and help him get over his issues. If not, I'm going to have to say losing team, even though he had some cool moments. But even though wielding Mjolnir wasn't quite enough for Thor, it is enough for Cap. Winning team. What a way to go out. He gets to be one of the baddest moments in the entire MCU. He faces down an entire army by himself because that's who he is in here. He gets to be America's ass. The whole Hail Hydra thing where he thought he was just so slick. Being able to actually go back in time and have a relationship with his best girl. He had it all going for him. That is the storybook ending for him that he has been waiting for since literally the first movie. And you just got to be happy with the way that was handled. Unless you're a Stucky shipper, I guess, then you're probably pretty pissed. And now for the biggest loser. Black Widow. Black Widow got completely disrespected by Marvel throughout this movie. They killed her. She didn't get to be in the all-empowering female Avengers scene, which, let's be honest, was just Marvel patting themselves on the back for having women. They weren't actually trying that hard with them in that scene, not as much as they deserved anyway. But Black Widow deserved to be a part of that. She deserved to be having her own movie by now. She deserved to be the leader of that assault. She just got kind of screwed, man. I don't care if it was a cool scene. It should have happened somehow or another. They should have worked something out there. And for the one you've all been waiting for, Mr. Stark, I am Iron Man. Winning team. He won the day. He got to bring it back with his family. He got to have a lot of closure. He has to have a new family. He got Pepper her suit, so now she could theoretically take on the mantle or at least keep the daughter safe. And he got to die being the ultimate hero. Robert Downey Jr., if anything, is the biggest winning team now that I think about it, because he got to go out in a blaze of glory, and he will be remembered in the history of cinema for that line. So great for him, and I'm so happy that the person who started it got to be the person that ended it. That's going to be it for this round of Winning Team, Losing Team. If you enjoy what you saw here, feel free to give your boy a thumbs up. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You know you want to. Making videos like this a little bit less frequently these days, but you know, maybe going to be able to get back into it more now that it's the summer movie season approaching, and you know Young Justice is just around the corner. So leave a comment, let me see what you want me to do next, and as always, you Voiders, stay beautiful.